Our Widows lead their series against the Dragons 1-0, and in today's episode, we're going to get through games 2 and 3. Will our girls continue to roll, or will the Dragons get the upper hand? Game 1 in front of the home crowd begins with Audrey Messier giving up a leadoff single to Maki Sanada that gets past the AWL Nightingale at short. Saki Toriyama follows, blasting the 1-1 out to center on a line. It falls short of a home run, but it does get away from Ling, allowing Sanada to go from first to home, and Toriyama has an RBI triple. The bad start continues for Messier, as Oda Kamatari also sends this pitch past Nightingale at short and into center. Toriyama scores from third, and it's 2-0 with no outs yet in the inning. 4 batters, 4 hits to begin the game as Jacob Fair singles to center. Messier desperately needs an out. Irina Hasu hits a line drive to first, but Rose Davenport takes it away for out number 1. Shisei Muto falls behind 0-2, and she puts this pitch high in the air out to center. Ling records the out, and the long throw to third is just late, so runner is on the corner, and 2 outs for Kaoru Arai. Arai keeps the good times flowing for the Dragons. He brings home the 3rd run of the inning on an RBI single into center. This is not the start Audrey Messier was hoping for. Maya Sano loads the bases for the first time in the game as she singles to left, so Dragon starter Hiei Jones has the RBI opportunity. Messier ends the inning on a high note, striking out Jones, but boy, this is not what you want to see early in the start of Audrey Messier, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits. Yao Ling leads off and hits a sharp grounder to first. The flip to Jones is bobbled, and she's on safely. Ling steals second to get us up into scoring position, but Chloe Nightingale strikes out chasing the high fastball. Lilith takes the 1-1 from Jones and turns on it to right, so runners are on the corners for Crush Gonzalez. Count is full, and Gonzalez hits his pitch on the ground is short. Dragons defense turns the inning-ending double play, so the Widows get nothing despite the great setup. Rose Davenport leads off the 2nd inning, and she's seen enough. She sends the 1-0 from Jones high in the air out to left. Asano gives chase and jumps at the wall, but it's in the Widow bullpen. Home run! Davenport puts our girls on the board in the 2nd with their first home run of the playoffs, making it a 3-1 game. That's all they'd get in the inning. It feels good to be in the run column though after a rough start. Audrey Messier takes the mound in the 3rd and has her best inning of work so far. She begins striking out Jacob Fair with the high heat. She then sits down Hasu, pulling the string on the changeup, and completes the hat-trick of Ks, getting Shisei Muto to chase the curveball. The reverse completes the drop 3rd strike play, and Messier appears to be back on track after a dominant half of the 3rd on the mound. Moving forward to the 6th, and Messier has settled into a groove. She begins freezing Shisei Muto with the pitch on the corner for out number 1. She follows it up with another strikeout of Kaoru Arai as he misses the cutter in on the hands. Final out of the inning comes on a great defensive play by Lilith Nightingale. She retires Asano on the long throw by a step, and the Dragons go down in order in the 6th. Top 7, and Kota Suzuki steps in for his first at-bat. Falling behind 0-1, Messier's curveball catches enough of the low part of the zone for Suzuki to get good wood on it. Gonzalez races back to the wall, but it lands in the bullpen for a solo home run. Suzuki's first homer is a special one in this game, as it brings the lead to 4-1. Jackie Brooks takes over on the mound for Messier after the home run, and retires the next 3 Dragon batters in order to keep the damage minimal. It's 4-1 Dragons. Bottom 8. Bases loaded for Crush Gonzalez. She struggled to begin the playoffs, and she skies the 1-2 way out in the air to left. Asano makes the catch for out number 2, but she does drive in a run on the sac fly. It's 4-2 now for Rose Davenport. Already with the home run in the game, this time Davenport's not able to get it done as she lines out to Asano in left, but our Widows have one more chance in the bottom of the 9th. Carla Pontarelli leads off the 9th, drawing a full count walk. Tatiana May pinch hits for Fatima de la Cruz. She gives the 1-2 from Koyanagi a ride out to left center, and it falls! Pontarelli gets to 3rd, and May has herself a double, so the winning run is rookie Alexis Gamble up with no outs. Closer Teshima Toki comes in and walks Gamble to load the bases. The Widows crowd is holding their breaths as Aura Valentine pinch hits for Donisha Moss. Full count, and Valentine strikes out for the first out. The good news is that the lineup rolls over for Yao Ling in the top of the order. It's so nice she had to do it twice, as Toki strikes out Ling, which means Chloe Nightingale has to be the hero. Nightingale hits a hard grounder to short. The throw to first is in time, and the Dragons tie the series with a 4-2 win in Game 2 of the series. 3 stars are Rose Davenport, Kota Suzuki, and Hiei Jones. In the other AWL Playoff series, the Nightmare and Tormenta are tied at 1. The Tigers lead their series 2-0 against the Mighty, and the Monarchs are up 2-1 over the Battlehawks. With our series tied at 1, Game 3 heads over to Japan and the Bingata Bowl as the two teams are playing for advantage. Megumi Yamaguchi starts for the Dragons, and our Widows start Vika Ivanova. Yao Ling leads off the game by reaching base, hitting a soft line drive single to right center. Alexis Gamble moves up to 2 in the order, and after a Ling steal of second, she moves her to third on a ground out, but it's a good play by Kaoru Arai to keep the ball in the infield. Widows try a squeeze play, but it's foiled as the bunt is popped up for the second out, and Ling retreats to third. That brings up Crush Gonzalez. Gonzalez swings late on the 2-2 from Yamaguchi, and the Widows are held scoreless in their half of the first. Maki Sanada rips the first pitch from Ivanova back up the middle into center for a leadoff single. Saki Toriyama hits the 2-1 on the ground. The Widows defense turns the 6-4-3 double play, which brings up Ota Kamatari. Kamatari falls behind 0-2 and pops out to Barbara Dixon at third, who's replacing Chloe Nightingale in this game. No runs for either side to begin the game. Top 2, and Rose Davenport leads off, ripping a single right back up the middle into center. Carla Pontarelli follows and works the count to 3-2, then draws a walk, putting 2 runners on for Tatiana May. May wastes no time taking the first pitch to right. She's on with the single, which loads the bases for Barbara Dixon. First pitch swinging again pays off as Dixon laces it up the middle, and the Widows strike first in the ball game. They never led in Game 2, and Vika Ivanova looks to help herself out now. Ivanova looks at the inside pitch, and finally there's out number 1 on the strikeout. Yao Ling is up for her second at bat, and she hits a soft grounder to second. She's out, but the runner from third scores. It's 2-0, with Alexis Gamble digging in. The first pitch swinging doesn't work for Gamble, as she grounds out to third, ending the inning, but our Widows are out in front, 2-0. With Crush Gonzalez on third, Carla Pontarelli steps in the Widow half of the third. On the 2-1, Pontarelli is able to take the high inside pitch out into center. Gonzalez scores from third, making it 3-0, and the Widows add another run to their total in the game. Saki Toriyama starts the bottom of the fourth, hitting a grounder past the diving Lilith Nightingale at short and into left for a single. Kamatari keeps it rolling with a single of his own, this one into right. Can Jacob Fair keep it going with no outs? Yes, he can, and he does it on the first pitch, as this ball just lands inside the line fair. Toriyama rounds from second to score, and the Dragons now get on the board. It's 3-1. Kaoru Arai somehow takes this pitch on the fist and gets it into center. Both runners come around to tie the game, and Arai has a double for his trouble. Still, no outs by the way, as Maya Sano steps in. She goes after the first pitch and hits it to short. The attempt to get the lead runner backfires as he's safe, and Asano is on first. Runners in the corners, no outs for Kota Suzuki, who homered in Game 2. Suzuki grounds into the 6-4-3 double play, and the Dragons take the lead in the process 4-3, which brings up Irina Hasu to keep the party going. Hasu hammers the 1-0 out to left. It gets up the wall as Gonzalez can't run it down. She's on with the double as the pitcher, Megumi Yamaguchi, steps in. Yamaguchi slaps the grounder to short. Nightingale makes the diving stop and retires her to finally end the inning, but the Dragons are in the lead 4-3. Bottom 5, and Maki Sanada shows off his power from the 1 spot in the order, lifting the 2-2 high in the air to left. It's hooking and hits the foul pole for a solo home run. Sanada's first of the playoffs makes it 5-3 Dragons. Top 8, and the bases are loaded for Donisha Moss. Moss falls behind 0-2, but hits this ball out to left. It doesn't fall to the turf as Asano makes the catch for out number 1. The throw to home is in time, it's a double play! 2 outs now for Yao Ling as she is the go-ahead run. Miki Shotaro takes over in relief of Ryu Matsuzaki and gets Ling to fly out to center. The Dragons lead stays at 2, it's still 5-3. Top 9 and the Widows need 2 to tie. With 2 outs, Crush Gonzalez strokes the 0-1 out to the left center gap and it rolls to the wall. She gets herself in the scoring position for the AWL regular season leader in RBIs, Rose Davenport. The 2-2 to Davenport fools her, and she swings early on the pitch. It's game over! The Dragons take games 2 and 3 from the Widows and now lead the series 2-1. 3 stars of this one are Jacob Fair, Maki Sanada, and Crush Gonzalez. Here's the updated playoff bracket after the Widows games. Our girls are in danger of being eliminated, and we'll find out in the next video if that happens. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe for more franchise content here on the channel. Keep on shining, and keep on grinding, B-Team. I will see you all in the next one.